Welcome to our channel. Today we how to activate AWS Glue for ETL jobs step by step clearly. To activate AWS Glue for your ETL jobs, start by logging into your AWS Management Console. Navigate to the AWS Glue service from the Services menu. Once in the AWS Glue dashboard, choose the Get Started option if this is your first time. If you already have Glue resources, locate and select Jobs from the left-hand menu. To create a new job, click the Add Job button. Fill in the required details, including the job name and IAM role. Select the IAM role that has permission to access your data sources and write to your data targets. Choose your jobs type, either Spark or Python shell based on your requirements. Next, specify the script location for the generated ETL code. You can choose to create a new script or upload an existing one from your S3 bucket. For data sources, click on Add a Data Source to define where your ETL jobs will pull data from. Select the connection type that matches your data source, like S3, RDS, or DynamoDB. Fill in the details such as the database name and table name. Next, define your data targets by clicking on Add a Data Target. Again, choose the appropriate connection type for your target data location. Fill in the necessary details for your target, including location and format. Once your sources and targets are defined, configure your job properties as needed. You can set up job parameters, timeout settings, and other configurations. After configuring the job properties, review all your settings to ensure accuracy. Finally, click Save to activate your AWS Glue job for ETL processes. You can now run your job immediately or schedule it for future execution. Monitor the job status on the AWS Glue dashboard to track progress and troubleshoot if necessary. Congratulations, you have successfully activated AWS Glue for your ETL jobs. If the page does not load, refresh the browser or try again in a private or incognito window. Make sure you are using the correct email address, then retype it carefully to avoid small typos. If your password is not accepted, use the reset option and create a new strong password you can remember. Check your spam folder for verification or security emails, then complete any requested confirmation steps. Enable two-factor authentication if available to improve account security and reduce unauthorized access risk. After signing in, review your profile details so your contact information and settings are accurate and current. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more step-by-step tech guides.